Today is day 7 of the Sitting in Front of My Camera series, which means today is a week. And I just want to say sorry if you hear a lot of loud banging. We are in Spain during the Falla festival, and a big thing is lighting off fireworks, and kind of loud booming fireworks is a main one. And so if you hear that, sorry, I don't really have a lot of control of that loud noise. But with that being said, we actually got onto a train this morning, and if you couldn't tell, my recording area is a little bit different. We are now no longer in Benicarlo, we are now in Valencia, which is a little bit bigger. We are actually really happy because we made this train. Oh, thank goodness. But we made this train, and the only reason why we're so happy that we made this train was because when we went from no, that's in Mexico. I'm really bad at names of places, so bear with me if they start with the same letter. I might say something else. Barcelona, there we go. Everything starts with a V. But we went from Barcelona to Benicarlo. Well, if you had kind of watched my 1% series beforehand, you would have seen that I posted one where we missed our train. That was a very interesting day because we had everything kind of planned. We had thought we figured out all the subways and everything and that we were good. And we had set up a time that we were gonna leave because this was early in the morning, and everything seemed to be going according to plan. Well, we get to the subway station, where the metro station, and because we're in a hurry, like we're trying to real quick get to this place, catch the train and everything, the metro, we ended up buying tickets and then going through the little turntable thing and getting to the subway to realize it was the wrong subway system. Apparently there is another subway system that we didn't realize was 2 different stations. Because we're like, oh, you just buy one to go to everything. No, there's 2 different ones. You have like the L and then the R. And the L and R are completely, even though they're in the same spot, completely in a different area. So we had to go back out, had to find a new ticket system, went there, tried to get a ticket, and had paid for it. Well, we went to one, wasn't working, went to another, it worked, we paid for the tickets, and it didn't have any more tickets to print. And we were racing time to get onto the subway to get to the train station for our actual big train to go to Benicarlo. And we ended up finding another machine, paying, got the tickets. We go down, and in a rush, we're just kind of jumped on the first train that we could, and I was worried because I was like, I have not extreme, but I have anxiety when it comes to a lot of these things and being in new places. And so I was kind of sitting in the back of my head, I'm like, I don't know if this is the right train. I don't know if this is the right train, because we were able to look at the different trains and when they're leaving, where they're going to, and we finally realized we're on the wrong train. So we real quick get off the train, run to the other train, hop onto that, we get all the way down to the other train station, and we get off, and we're like, okay, gotta book it. We're getting really close on our time because we missed the train that was supposed to be taking us to where we wanted to, kind of on the time that we were going. And we were like, we get out there, get to the top of the train station and everything, and we're like, how do we leave? Because we hadn't experienced where you also had to scan back out. So we're sitting there with all our stuff, looking frantic, finally figure out that we can scan things out, leave that area to get to the rest of the train station. And by the time we did that, our train had 5 minutes till leaving. But here's the kicker. It was a high-speed train. So we didn't realize we had to be there like 30 minutes beforehand. So we kind of set ourselves up for failure on that one. And then, so we completely missed that train. Like, there was no way we were going to get through security in like 5 minutes. So we go and we're like, okay, well, we have to buy another ticket to go. And so we end up talking to this nice lady. She gets us all sorted out, gets us another ticket, and we're waiting, and we have plenty of time. So we go and we make this train. No incident, we make this train. It's a little bit slower of a train, but that's okay. We made a train. But we ended up double paying for everything, which was the biggest like downfall to that day. But yeah, it's funny because it's like, it's really funny in my head, but I'm also still slightly stressed about it because it happened not that long ago. And my anxiety for getting onto a train now has shown because we showed up really early for this train when we didn't need to. Yeah. Lesson is, if you're in a new area and you're not used to any of the transportation systems, give yourself a little bit more time than you expect, or do a little bit more research on that type of like transit, and make sure you follow signs. Following signs will at least save you some headache, because if we had followed signs in the subway or the metro area, we wouldn't have double paid. Food for thought. Really, yeah. It's also slightly embarrassing telling you guys this story, because it's kind of that like, we really messed up on that day. But at least we learned. At least we learned. We didn't miss the train. At least we learned. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that because I can keep like, I'll keep like ranting and waving because I'm a little bit tired. So, don't overpay if you're gonna go into the metro. And make sure you go to the right station. And give yourself time. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright. Bye!